hugely unnerving for these highly trained military personnel, and it was quite unlike anything they'd ever seen or experienced before.
For years, people have talked about aliens and secret military cover-ups. But new footage and reports suggest something even more shocking. Russian troops may have captured real aliens.
Oh my God, no!
So what really happened? And why is this proof only coming out now? Stay with me to know the truth behind this unbelievable discovery.
These strange humanoid figures were much bigger than human beings and appeared to be wearing helmets of some sort.
Let me take you back to the year 1982, when a group of Russian Navy divers were on a mission. They were exploring one of the deepest freshwater lakes, Lake Baikal, to see what lurks beneath. It seemed like a routine expedition until they reached a depth of 50. That's when one of them began to see strange humanoid beings. Their heads were covered with helmets, yet they floated in the water without any visible oxygen supply. Another bizarre feature was their height. They stood an astonishing 9 feet tall.
These were large beings, human shaped but like 9 feet tall, wearing what seemed like very tight-fitting silvery suits. Not your normal scuba gear, basically.
And were approaching towards them. This was the signal for the experts to return from the lake. So they did, but never stopped looking for more clues. And 30 years later, they captured a similar yet weird-looking humanoid in the woods of Russia. It wasn't wearing any helmet to relate it to the previous discovery, but the experts were sure they captured an alien. While the above two videos need no further explanation to prove themselves right, still there is a group of people who link the two discoveries to the UFO crash that happened in the 1900s in Russia. They believe the UFO crash was a part of the plan to keep the aliens on Earth. Honestly, I believe this too. Aliens among us. In a regular street captured on CCTV, something truly strange happened. Two unusually tall figures walked past two humans like it was just another day, dressed in flowing white outfits that looked oddly familiar. They carried bags as if they had just been shopping. One of them even held what looked like a baby wrapped in cloth. Surprisingly, no one reacted. The humans didn't flinch. The figures didn't hesitate. It was as if seeing them was completely normal, like they had always been there. The survivor. In Russia, soldiers came across a strange being after a mysterious crash. It wore an unusual suit and seemed completely disoriented, unsure of where it was or how it survived. The authorities wasted no time taking it away, keeping everything under wraps. The way the alien looked around showed fear, like it was trying to make sense of what had happened. As it interacted with officials, the whole situation felt too real to ignore. Whatever this being knows, it's clear that someone doesn't want the world to find out. Tunnel encounter. During a routine check inside an old tunnel, a crew came across something chilling. As their lights scanned the darkness, a strange alien-like figure suddenly darted away, clearly avoiding the light. But the moment it realized it was being filmed, everything changed. Instead of running, it charged straight at the cameraman. That's when its creepy, otherworldly features became clear. This wasn't just some wild animal. This was an alien, guys. And now my real question is, how long had it been hiding in the shadows? Dark web footage. An old leaked video from the dark web has people talking. It shows aliens standing in a remote area with a UFO nearby like they had just landed. Moments later, tanks roll into the scene, almost like they were sent to deal with the UFO and its visitors. Judging by the old-style tanks, it looks like this could be from the USSR era. It's eerie and mysterious, and no one really knows what happened next. But one thing's for sure, this footage is hard to forget. Alien head.
And I'm gonna keep searching here. Look, I got some signals. They are everywhere.
While digging through an icy wasteland, hoping to find pieces of a crashed UFO, this guy made a discovery that shook him. an alien head buried deep in the snow. Armed with just a metal detector and a pickaxe, he wasn't ready for that. Spooked by the find, he decided not to mess with it and quickly called the authorities. But here's where it gets strange. They covered it up fast, and nothing's been said since. One thing's clear though, this isn't just a story. Aliens are real, and this proves it.
Whoa! That's an alien! This is an alien!
Chilling warning.
He doesn't have much time. Okay, finally, tell me.
Back in 1964, a strange being was held in a top-secret facility, lying on a table and responding to eerie questions. But this wasn't about an alien invasion. It was about something even more alarming: artificial intelligence. The creature warned that if AI kept advancing without limits, it would eventually surpass human control. It spoke in riddles, hinting at a future where AI wouldn't serve us, but rule over us. Many dismissed its words, or kept them hidden to avoid panic. Decades later, its warning is proving to be true. AI is already reshaping human thinking. Area 51 find. Area 51 is known for its secrets, but this discovery took things to a whole new level. A leaked video shows researchers exploring a hidden tunnel near the base. As they moved deeper, strange sounds echoed around them. Curious, they kept going, until one of them spotted something bizarre. An unknown creature slowly emerged from the shadows, its long neck blending into its back. It wasn't aggressive, but it definitely wasn't from around here. The team calmly approached and secured the creature for study. It was later taken to a lab for observation, adding another layer to Area 51's mystery. Bizarre encounter. A bizarre story has been making waves about a UFO that actually landed on Earth. The whispers claim the alien inside had direct contact with the government. And get this, before it took off again, something was secretly placed aboard. Whatever it was, someone caught a quick glimpse on a hidden camera. But then, the footage suddenly cut off. I believe the alien noticed it was being recorded. Others think the UFO simply moved out of range. Either way, that brief moment is enough to make you wonder what really happened. KGB mummy. Back in the early 1960s, a secret KGB mission in Egypt uncovered a massive surprise: a 2-meter-tall mummy, way bigger than any ancient Egyptian. Scientist Boris Timiev ran carbon tests and found it was over 12,000 years old, way older than Egypt's known history. Strangely, right after the find, people nearby started getting sick, and local tribes believed they had disturbed a hidden deity. But many think it wasn't human at all. It was an ancient alien. The truth stayed hidden for years, until now. Mexican tridactyl. In the late 90s, researchers exploring a Mexican citadel came across something strange: a creature lying against a wall. Initially, they were scared and almost ran, but they noticed it was not in good condition. They moved it to an open spot and started recording for proof. The alien looked confused, like it had crash-landed and didn't know what was happening. It had only 3 fingers and toes, so they called it the Mexican tridactyl. Sadly, it shook with fear and passed away. Some say its body was secretly buried somewhere in the citadel. Alien catch. In 1996, a Brazilian fisherman pulled up his net, expecting the usual catch. Instead, he found something bizarre. He thought it was a deformed beluga, but the more he looked, the less it made sense. The creature had thin, stretched-out legs, a narrow body, and an oval head with beady eyes. It wasn't from the ocean, or maybe even this planet. The fisherman secured it in a large creel, but after that, both he and the creature disappeared. Some say the authorities got involved. Others think the truth was buried before the world could find out. Hidden in snow. A Russian climber had no idea his adventure was about to take a surprising turn. As he made his way down a snowy slope, strange sounds echoed through the cold air. He curiously decided to investigate, but what he found was straight out of a nightmare. Buried beneath the snow, something with shiny, unblinking eyes stared right at him. Its eerie presence sent chills down his spine. Wasting no time, he bolted. To this day, he swears he encountered an alien, and after hearing his story, it's hard to doubt him. Creepy alien.
Look at these yellow. You think it have its way with the market?
Some soldiers caught something straight out of a nightmare, but they're not saying where. No one knows where this thing came from, but its twisted, insect-like body is enough to make anyone's skin crawl. Its spiky head and bizarre, bug-like face look completely unnatural, as if it came from another world. And guess what, guys? It actually spoke, as if it held the wisdom of the entire universe. The soldiers stood frozen, realizing they had encountered something beyond human understanding.
It's the last place we have left. I won't give you the combination.
Hidden lab encounter. In a secret lab, a strange video captured an alien-like creature struggling to breathe. It looked trapped in some kind of experiment, clearly in distress. One man in the room reached out and held the creature's hand, almost like he was trying to comfort it. The whole scene felt tense and confusing. No one really knows what was going on or why, whether it was an attempt to help or something else. The purpose of this experiment is still a mystery. Alien in woods.
What are you barking at?
Alaska has seen many strange things, but this sighting stood out. A hunter, while riding his ATV, caught a tall, gray figure standing silently among the trees. His dog was the first to sense it, growling with unease. When the hunter turned, he froze. The figure had unnaturally long limbs, smooth skin, and didn't move an inch. Not taking any chances, he hit the throttle and sped away. The footage was clear, and one thing was certain: whatever was in those trees wasn't human.
Holy crap!
Alien or cryptid?
Oh my god! No!
In June 2022, creepy footage popped up showing a strange, humanoid figure hiding behind a tree. It kept creeping closer to the person filming, like it was curious but cautious. Once the video hit the internet, theories went wild. Netizens said it was an alien. Others thought it was a cryptid that maybe wandered in after a nearby UFO crash. The figure looked eerie and possibly dangerous, leaving everyone uneasy. And the weirdest part? No one knows where this happened. The location's still a mystery.
No! Run! Run!
Alien remains. While hiking through a forest in Poland, a man froze at a strange sight. Lying on the ground was a pale, lifeless creature. Its head was oddly shaped, and its smooth skeleton had strange marks on its arms and shoulders, almost like tattoos burned. Feeling uneasy, the hiker quickly walked away, but when his video surfaced, experts were intrigued. They believe he found the remains of an alien that crashed after a nearby UFO sighting. Creepy, right? Left behind. One night, villagers heard strange sounds coming from the woods. One brave man decided to check it out. He grabbed his flashlight and headed into the darkness. As he got closer, he spotted something that made his heart race. A creature was standing behind a tree, peeking out. Scared, he turned and ran for his life. Later, when he watched the footage he had captured, he was shocked. It looked like an alien. Some say it was left behind by its own kind, forced to survive on Earth all alone. Brazilian find. In 2011, a strange smell led to an unexpected discovery in a Brazilian field. What they found wasn't human or any animal people had seen before. It had a large skull, big eyes, and a small, unusual shape, almost like an alien. Even though it had been through a lot, parts of it were still clearly visible. Authorities later confirmed it was an extraterrestrial being. The details of where it came from or how it ended up there remain a mystery. Caught washed up. A group of people walking along the beach came across something strange lying in the sand. At first, it looked human, but something wasn't right. Its skin looked weird, its shape was off, and it didn't match any sea creature they knew. It almost seemed alien. Authorities showed up fast, blocked off the area, and started investigating. But when someone leaked the footage, the internet went wild. Some said it was an alien, others thought it was a deep-sea mutant. Either way, it didn't look like it belonged on this planet. Area 51 mission. At Area 51, a soldier was scanning the bushes when something unbelievable happened. An alien suddenly stepped out, standing still and alert. Then, it raised its hand, and a bright beam shot into the sky. It looked like some kind of portal. In a flash, the alien disappeared into the light, vanishing without a trace. The soldier knew this wasn't just a random encounter. Maybe the alien was spying, gathering info, and waiting for the right moment. This sighting became a closely guarded secret, proof that something strange was definitely going on. UFO crash. In 2008, a strange event in Peru had everyone talking. Locals in a remote area claimed they found an alien body at a UFO crash site. The creature looked nothing like a human. Big, black eyes, a small, frail body, and long limbs that seemed completely out of place. Experts were said to have examined the body, but the details stayed under wraps. No one really knows where it came from or why it was there. The mystery still lingers, leaving plenty of questions and not many answers. Eyes in darkness. Okay, this one's crazy. A guy was out walking in the woods when he spotted something that looked like a crashed object. Naturally, he got curious and went to check it out. That's when he noticed something even weirder. A figure peeking from behind a tree. He shined his flashlight and boom! There it was, big, glowing eyes staring right at him. The creature started darting between the trees, and of course, the guy followed. But just as things got intense, the creature jumped at him, and the video cut off. What happened next? Well, no one really knows. Secret base arrival. Sometimes, the most unbelievable moments are caught by pure luck. Back in 1959, a leaked video showed something wild at a US Army base. A car pulled up and military guys stepped out. But here's something wild. Someone hiding nearby captured a shocking sight. Inside the car sat an alien with a big head and huge eyes. It looked tired, maybe from Earth's atmosphere or something else. The video ended before revealing why the alien was there or what happened next. And just like that, the mystery was locked away with no answers. Military base encounter.
As it goes to touchdown, we actually see a triangular-shaped UFO, like something that would be right out of an Alien movie.
In 2018, something unusual showed up at a US military base. As an F-18 fighter jet was about to land on the USS Ford in the Mediterranean, a strange triangular object suddenly appeared on the runway. It didn't match any known aircraft and seemed completely out of place. People quickly started speculating, with some thinking it was part of a top-secret military project. But things got even weirder when Iranian state media released the footage, insisting it was proof that the US was working with aliens.
UFOs have been certain types of shapes. You've got cigar UFOs, saucer UFOs, and triangle UFOs. So the fact that there was a triangle UFO on this aircraft carrier, that really sent the UFO community into a frenzy.
UFO drop. In a small town near the woods, a man spotted a UFO hovering in the sky. He couldn't just ignore it, so he followed as it moved towards the woods. Then, it suddenly stopped, floating just above the ground. Things got even weirder when a small, egg-shaped object came out of the UFO, hanging in the air, without touching the ground. The man got closer, but before he could do anything, the object went back inside, and the UFO shot up into the sky, disappearing in seconds. What did he just see? No one knows. In the air. While driving through a quiet road at night, a man spotted something unbelievable. Right there, floating in the middle of the street, was an alien, completely still, just hovering in the air. The dim street lights barely lit its strange, shifting form. 1 second, it had long, twisting tentacles. The next, it looked like a giant serpent before changing again. This wasn't some trick of the light. People say it was a UFO encounter, but I believe this was real proof that aliens are already here. Night to remember.
Las Vegas family claims something crashed in their backyard, prompting them to call 911 about non-human beings, including police say they saw something in the sky.
On April 30th, 2023, a Las Vegas family had a night they would never forget. A strange green flash shot across the sky, caught on a police officer's body cam. The family quickly called 911, saying something had crashed into their backyard and they saw two strange figures moving around. Officers rushed to check it out, but were left completely confused. But for the family, there was no doubt aliens had landed right in their backyard that night.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Hidden alien launch. Alaska's remote areas make it the perfect hiding spot for alien encounters. A shocking video surfaced showing what looked like a UFO taking off in the middle of a snowy mountain. As the object lifted, snow slid off its surface, leaving a clear trail behind. Proof it was really there. The white, disc-shaped craft had been sitting still before it suddenly rose and moved to another spot. It was captured by a group of hikers, and though the exact date is unknown, it seems to have happened recently. Vietnam encounter. In Vietnam, a man was startled by a strange noise from the sky. When he looked up, he saw a flying saucer circling above. It hovered at first, then started moving like it was searching for something. Its metallic surface gleamed as it spun through the air. The man stood there, stunned by what he was seeing. Later, when he shared the footage online, it caused a stir. Many were convinced he had just captured proof of an alien invasion, sparking wild theories across the internet. Chased by the unknown. In July 2024, a man was driving down a quiet road in Germany when something strange caught his eye in the car mirror. A small, alien-like figure was running after his car. Its movements were fast and weird, almost like it wasn't from this world. This wasn't some prank or someone in a costume. It felt real. The man hit the gas, and just like that, the creature vanished into the night. No one knows how it got there or what it wanted, but moments like this really make you wonder if we're truly alone. Alien caught running. One night, a man was walking back to his car when he heard an odd noise. As he looked around, he spotted something small moving between the parked cars. It was fast. Too fast to be human. Luckily, he had his camera rolling. The footage showed a tiny figure racing through the lot, its movements quick and unnatural. The guy was sure that it is an alien, while others think it could be something else entirely. Whatever it was, it left people questioning what's really out there. Secret UFO hideout. Ever think about where UFOs might be hiding on Earth? Well, one hiker might have found the answer. While out exploring, he spotted something strange near a cave. He started filming and caught a UFO quietly slipping out, like it was leaving its secret hideout. Moments later, it took off into the sky. Well, the hiker never shared where this happened. Did someone warn him to stay quiet, or did he decide to keep it a secret? Either way, it's one mystery that still has people guessing. Mysterious sky object. In Brazil, a local noticed what seemed like a kite flying high in the sky, but as he zoomed in with his camera, it turned out to be something else entirely. The object looked half-transparent, with faint outlines of strange machinery inside. It was small, saucer-shaped, and unlike anything familiar. There was no alien in sight, but it seemed more like a probe, possibly sent to scout the area before any bigger arrival. The footage left many convinced that it wasn't just an ordinary object drifting in the sky. Mysterious skeleton discovery. Footage from Nazca shows a strange humanoid skeleton. Its legs were tied, and its arms were tucked tightly against its chest. It didn't look human at all, and many believe it could be alien. Skeletons like this have popped up in different parts of the world, but this one's journey was unusual. It was said to be sent from Arequipa to Brazil, and later ended up in Russia. It really makes you wonder, are private collectors hiding these remains? Or is there something bigger going on behind the scenes? Alien in the field. Back in 2018, a man caught something unreal on camera, an actual alien in a field. He tried to communicate, but the creature wouldn't respond.
What do you want?
It kept moving, ducking behind tall grass, like it didn't want to be seen. The footage even has the guy's voice calling out, asking where it came from and what it wanted. But the alien stayed hidden, refusing to come closer. No matter how much he tried, it just wouldn't engage. Then, just like that, it was gone. Whatever it was, it left behind more questions than answers.
No! No!
Alien skeleton. In 2017, strange small bodies were discovered in Peru's Nazca region, sparking wild debates. These mummified remains didn't look human. One was just 23 inches long with no head, while others had long skulls and 3-fingered hands. Some claimed they were over 1,000 years old, but skeptics argued it was a hoax, pointing to the area's history of strange artifacts like the Nazca Lines. Still, these alien-like bodies keep people guessing, adding more mystery to the question. Have we already captured proof of extraterrestrial life? Nevada encounter. On May 19, 1953, right after a nuclear test over Yucca Flat, Nevada, witnesses spotted something wild, a disc-shaped object flying south toward Las Vegas, before vanishing into the mountains. Just 2 days later, government officials kicked off a secret mission to investigate a UFO crash near Kingman, Arizona, about 175 miles away. And guess what? This moment sparked the creation of Area 51. While many thought it was just for testing aircraft, it was actually set up to study wreckage from crashes like Kingman. UFO hotspot. New Jersey has become a hotspot for UFO sightings, and one recent encounter had everyone on edge. A glowing object hovered in the night sky, grabbing the attention of stunned locals. One man even tried to shoot it down, but no matter how many shots he fired, the strange craft didn't budge. It just hovered there, almost like it was untouchable. The eerie light bouncing off the dark sky made the whole moment feel unreal. Whatever it wasn't scared of anything we could throw at it. Flying alien. In Russia, a strange video has surfaced showing what many believe could be a flying alien. The small, 2-foot-tall figure walked on its back legs, but wasn't just strolling. It floated into the air like it was defying gravity. No wings, no sound, just a smooth lift before it gently came back down and continued walking like nothing happened. The footage is a bit blurry, but it's clear enough to leave people stunned. No creature we know moves like that. And it's got everyone wondering, did we just witness an alien in action? Alien base. Antarctica sparked wild theories when a massive object surfaced from the icy waters. Its shape looked just like a classic UFO, complete with a dark, tower-like structure and what seemed like windows. The internet went wild, with talk of secret alien bases and ancient civilizations hiding beneath the ice. But the mystery didn't last long. Turns out, the object wasn't an alien craft, but a powerful British Navy submarine cutting through the frozen sea. So while it wasn't aliens this time, it definitely stirred up some serious buzz. Alaskan encounter. A group of friends was out exploring the woods at midnight when they came across something crazy, an alien lying on the ground. They thought it was some kind of joke, but things got real fast. Out of nowhere, a UFO showed up, hovering right over them. It looked like the ship had come to pick up the alien. That's when it hit them. They might be next. Without wasting a second, they turned and ran, not daring to look back. Whatever that was, they weren't sticking around to find out. Alaskan UFO. Back in the 1980s, way out in Alaska's frozen wild, an old trail camera picked up something strange. The footage showed a dark, odd-shaped object gliding across the sky, looking just like a classic UFO. Netizens tried to call it fake, but let's be real, there wasn't any fancy editing back then. Even experts say this could be one of the most real UFO sightings ever caught on camera. Decades later, the mystery still lingers, frozen in Alaska's cold air, leaving everyone wondering what really flew through those skies. Unseen secrets. In another leaked clip from Area 51, an unusual scene unfolded. A strange figure was seated and seemed to be trying to communicate with two men. It looked like it needed help, but the men didn't respond. What made it feel even more mysterious was the empty chair next to it, almost like there was supposed to be someone or something else there. But where did it go? The footage ends suddenly, leaving only guesses and theories. One thing's clear, Area 51's mysteries aren't going away anytime soon. Chicago encounter. One night in Chicago, a man stepped outside and spotted something strange, a UFO just hanging there in the sky. It stayed still for a while, but then things got weird. He noticed some animals, maybe stray cats or dogs, slowly floating off the ground like they were being pulled by an invisible force. It was just like something out of a sci-fi movie. Moments later, a bright light surrounded the UFO and it vanished into the clouds. The man was left standing there, stunned, wondering what on earth he'd just witnessed. See you next time.